Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope you're all having a great week. This what I'm writing about this week is so interesting to me. I don't know if you've heard, but about I think it was on May 3rd, a small area in South Texas in Cameron County, down in the valley, agreed to incorporate themselves as a new city called Starbase, and this is down by SpaceX, by Elon Musk SpaceX, and it's I've written about this before. It's basically the return of the company town, which is so fascinating to me because you know we'll get into sort of the pros and cons of a company town, but I love the experiment. I love the hey, maybe company towns in the 1900s fizzled out because of some abuses or what issues, but maybe it can work now. We have a lot of different issues and a lot of different things going on, protections, and so maybe it can work now. So basically, Starbase is this new city, municipality in South Texas that is heavily influenced by SpaceX. Theoretically, there'll be a lot of SpaceX employees living there. SpaceX will have a heavy influence on building and construction of a community center and things like that. And we'll see how that evolves into who actually ends up living there and what influence SpaceX has. But as of right now, that's as far as I can tell the plan. I've written about this before, like I said, about the return of the company town. In the early 1900s, there were a lot of these Hershey and things like that had these towns that were really for employees to live. And the good thing was obviously the location and the commute and all of that. The bad side was it really tied people to their job and it restricted movement because once they were in a house, it was hard for them to move if they had to leave that house, move jobs if they had to leave that house. Uh, how will this develop? I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see. There's a lot of protections for workers now that didn't exist in the early 1900s. And the benefits could be really huge, especially if, at SpaceX, you theoretically have long work days to be able to, live close to work and potentially have more affordable housing if that's something SpaceX chooses to do. That could be a huge potential benefit. But again, the influence over your personal life by the company is obviously something to at least consider when an employee wants to move to a company town, and then of course the potential restriction from switching jobs that might present. Anyway, it's a great experiment. I'm super excited to follow it. I hope you are too. Please have a great week, and please follow our blog, our podcast, and our weekly email. Thanks a lot.